I'm excited for today's topic. Today's topic is long overdue. اللي تقول لي ما تخزريش هنا خزري هنا يا اختي المهم يا اخي تسمعيني. خلاص. Today's topic is about fake friends and we're gonna cover بزاف حاجات. How to spot them, how to avoid them, what to do كي تفيقي باللي هذيك اللي تعرفيها ولا هذاك اللي تعرفيه is a fake friend, and why protecting your peace is more important than having a bunch of friends. So, buckle up. Sign number one of having a fake friend. They love your struggles. يموتوا كي حياتك تكون عندها ستريس وعندك حاجات هاي مستريسينك وراهي زفت basically. Pay attention to those that when your life is falling apart, they're like first in line to know everything. يعني تعيطي لها عيلتهم. تجي تشكي لها عيلتهم. You have drama in your life, جاوب. You have issues with family, job. Like she's the first in line to get all. I'm gonna say she because the friends I make are girls. If you have a guy best friend, I don't know, girl. But yeah, they're available all the time when your life is falling apart. بصح لو مومون اللي زعما تطلع بيك الحياة شوية. Nowhere to be seen. Whenever something good in life happens to you, they're nowhere to be seen. You know what I mean? Because a fake friend only wants like what's bad for you. They never want you to be better than them or do better than them. But pay attention to that. Like when you call them to tell them something good happened, تفكروا like remarkي وهاد الحاجات. أنا تصرالي. I call. I'm having a shitty time, whatever. She's there. I'm talking to her. هي معايا وعندك الحق وتزيد تحرشك زعما تزيد تطلع لك الزبل للراس. Do you know what I mean? But then the moment I call, I'm like, oh my goodness, everything is sorted. Alhamdulillah, I got a promotion at work, whatever. الحمد لله خلاص وبعدين نهضر معاك done. The times you start calling her, she's not there. Why? They don't like it. Fake friends don't like when you're doing better than them. You're trying to get your life together. Do you know what I mean? These are the types of people you need to pay attention to. Like if they're available when you have good times and bad times, that's a very amazing friend. You know what I mean? But those that are only available in the shitty times, that's a fake friend because they just want the drama, girl. They just want the tea. They don't want to know whether you're good or not. Because the moment that you're good and you tell them that you're good, they're nowhere to be found. And they have nothing to say. They always have something to say when something shitty is happening, yeah? But they have nothing to say when something good is happening. And then they avoid you. That's sign one. Sign number two, everything is a competition. Everything is a competition. You tell them, oh my goodness, thank God, today I drank 1.5 liters of water. No, I drank 2. I'm gonna do my master's degree. What is it with master's degree? I got married. I've done everything. I don't need to do that. Like, okay, pay attention to that. بالك راسك قالك وانا درت وانتي خاص انتي درتي برك هكا انا درت 10 انتي درتي 1 انا درت 10. I dyed my hair. I would never dye my hair جامي انا نحب الناتورال. خلاص دبري راسك. Why is everything in competition? ما فهمتش. That is a fake friend. A friend that always has to one up you. دايما حاجة لازم ديرها خير منك. دايما تقولها لك as well. That's a fake friend. Avoid. ارمي. Like ماشي زعما يسمعوا the good news to celebrate with you ولا يفرحوا لك. لا they hear the good news and they start preparing all the better shit they've done just to compete with you. Like بالعقل بن عمي. Like that's not a friend. That's not a good friend. No. I tell you my good news. خلاص you appreciate that good news and move on. علاش everything is a competition. شو هالتمسخير هذا؟ ما نحبش ان الناس هكا يلعبوا على روحهم. The moment you realize this, start questioning that friendship. Because that's not a friendship. That's a competition. We're not in the Olympics. Thank you very much. Sign number 3. And حسب لهذه الناس, it's like divided this view. Friends that gossip with you about other people. Friendships, صحابات, we gossip. Yeah, we gossip. صح. That person, هذيك الطفلة اللي دايما she gossips على الناس, ردي بالك منها. باسكو أنا, for example, I've had a best friend for 10 years, yeah? I promise you, our gossip has nothing to do with other people. It's genuinely about my life and her life. ما دخلنيش أنا في الناس. اللي تجي عندك تقول لك هذه فعلت هذه دارت شتي شعرها سمانت شيانة دركة. والله العظيم لو مومون اللي ما تكونيش صاحبتها تروح لبلاصة واحدة أخرى مع طفلة واحدة أخرى وتهضر عليك. So be careful. We all like the gossip. And this is very important. It depends what type of gossip. The same way that person talks about other people to you, she does the same thing behind your back about you. إلا من رحم ربي. Your friendship should not be to tell me that person is my best friend, that's my friend, and all you talk about is other people's lives and how other people are living. That is not a good friendship. That is not what friendships are supposed to be for. Friendships, you motivate each other. You be there for each other, I don't know, mentally, spiritually, you're going through a tough time. They are the shoulder you cry on, you know, other than your families. Do you know what I mean? By the way, I'm using Zit al-Kharwa. A friendship should not just be just about gossiping other people. You should be striving to be better people. You should be, I don't know, being, setting goals together, trying to motivate each other. مشي the friendships that you just gossip على الناس are not friendships. Because the moment you leave that table, they will find another person to put in that chair and they will talk about you. Man, I don't make the rules. This is genuinely what it is. Fight with الحيط. This is the reality. So when you sit here and you're thinking, is she talking about so-and-so? Is she talking about me? Maybe it is you. Maybe you are, as I'm speaking to you. انتي هي هذا الشخص اللي تحضري على الناس. بركة ما تحضري على الناس. This is not a friendship. A friendship should not be just about gossiping. Oh, gossip يعني بيناتكم تاع وين عم بالي. I gossip about my life. I start chatting shit about my life to her. She starts chatting shit about her life to me. That's type of gossip. But for me to keep gossiping about على البنات هكايا day and night, that's not a friendship. I don't need that friendship. I've got shit to do. Sign number 4, the backhanded compliments. هادوك البنات اللي يجوا عندك ويقول لك مي عندك لا كونفيونس بيسك هكا سمينة. عندك لا كونفيونس بلا ماكياج. شي انتي هكا راكي خير. Like, what? No. That's not a good friend. That's not a good friend. That's not someone that I want to give me backhanded compliments. What is this? And then يجوا عندي البنات يقول لك بس هي عاملة هكاك هي on it. This isn't honesty. This is her trying to put your self-esteem down and make herself feel better. Fake friends love hiding insults instead of compliments. So that زعما تفوت على راسك ما تفيقي لهاش. فيقوا. اسمعي, listen to the words that these people are saying to you. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody says, wow, it actually looks good on you. What do you mean actually? Of course it looks good on me. What do you mean? If they're not your number one fan, that is not a good friend. And that's a fake friend. نوضوا فيقوا ما تجوش لهنا. Stop making excuses for people. هي عاملة هكاك. هي her way of talking is just rudeness. That's a rude bitch. And I don't like rude bitches in my circle. Thank you very much. Sign number 5. Last sign. They only call when they need something. واش راكي لاباس ولا اسمعي عم بالي خالك يخدم في هذا والله نحوس على هذه اسمعي نسحق هذا على That's the only time they call. They don't call to check up on you. They don't call to, I don't know, هكا قصرة بارك. They don't want to grab a coffee. They don't want to check up on your family. لا. So you're telling me that's a friend. A friend that always calls you in their time of need and to ask for favors is not a friend. That's a leech. That's somebody that's using you. That somebody is taking advantage of you and you need to wake up. Damn, this sounds harsh. لا غالب هذه هي الحياة هذه the reality. That's not a friend. And if you are this person that only calls a specific person for favors, stop doing that. That's fucking annoying and that's unnecessary. يعني شوية احترام للناس ماشي اللي جي تحط you start eating off of them. Now, I feel like a lot of people يخلوا الناس هذوما في حياتهم because one of two things. One, you have no backbone and you just leave them and you're like, it is what it is. This is the reality of life. No, this is not the reality of life. You don't have to be in that situation. And two, نحب الناس اللي يقولوا لي I've known her for like all my life. كنا 10 سنين واحنا نتعرفوا عيب. Babe, just because someone has known you for the first 10 years of your life does not give them the right to be in the next 10. It doesn't make sense. I've known people since the age of 5. I've stopped talking to them at the age of 21. Parce que we're not the same person. I don't like the friendship that we have. All you do is gossip to me. All you do is basically call me when you need something. That's not a friendship. And I don't care. الناس يقول لك العشرة. خلاص. People grow apart. People have different priorities. You wake up ساعات تفيقي بلي actually هذا الطفلة ما نحملهاش باسكو دايما كي نقول لها بلي حاجة مليحة صارت في حياتي she's in competition with me ولا every time I feel good about myself she gives me backhanded compliments. You don't have to stay loyal like that. Does that make sense? الناس دايما يقول لك لا you have to stay loyal to them. Not when something is fucking up your peace of mind. It doesn't make sense to me. أنا ما عمليش it doesn't process in my head. If I realize that someone is draining my energy, giving me backhanded compliments, always in competition with me, only calls me when they need me, why would I keep them in my life? I can avoid them, which is what we're going to talk about next. But I'm just saying, you do not need to have 1,000 people that you know. You can have acquaintances. You can have people you can have colleagues, acquaintances, a friend of a friend, but not everyone is your friend. Do you know what I mean? Learn the difference. Once you realize that someone is a fake friend, here's how to avoid them. 1, stop oversharing. خلاص هنا نقطعوا الأخبار. Stop giving them everything about your life. That's enough. Whatever you've shared before, good, خلاص, it is what it is. But from now on, stop sharing with them. You've realized هذيك نعيمة is a fake friend. Stop sharing with her. خلاص. There's nothing else you can do right now but stopping the communication to that extent. Another thing, watch what they do, not what they say. Everybody claims to be a good friend. Everybody claims to be loyal. Everybody claims انه انا يا صاحبتي تكوني عليا بس كنت الله فيها. Yeah. Whatever. See what they do. The signs that I mentioned earlier, go through them. Somebody says, I'm there for you. I am always there for you. And then when you call them, they're never answering. If somebody's always gossiping to you about other females, let's say, or other people, watch that. Keep that in mind. I'm telling you. Having a friendship that's solely based on gossip, mishi friendship. They're using you. That's a fake friend because they, remember when I said, some people, they only answer when you're going through shit. And then when you're going through good stuff, they don't answer. Why is that? Why is that? They're collecting information so that they can use that information and take it to another bitch that they know and share it with her. As harsh as this sounds, not everybody that's interested in your struggles is going to be interested in your victories. The people that are only interested in your struggles and not your victories are fake friends. They just love to see you struggle. That's not a good friend. They don't even help you with the struggles. And you're telling them you're مشاكل. They don't even try and help out. And that is not a friend. Another way to avoid friend. Get comfortable with distance. Get comfortable with it. You don't always need to be available. You don't always need to answer. You don't always need to have someone around you, you know? I promise you, as soon as you distance yourself and you're not in contact with that person, watch how you're going to feel better about yourself. Your life is going to elevate. You're going to pay attention more to your good habits. You're going to love yourself more. And that's just the reality of things. That's making the rules. Okay? This is just the reality of it. And I know some of you are watching and you're feeling butthurt. And you know the truth. إذا راكي حاسة خاج بلا ربي تهضر على هدية لا وبديتي you start getting annoyed at what I'm saying, check your friend, check your friend. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. I'm saying this from experience. I am 27 years old. I've had hella friends. I got one solid friend, bitch. 10 years. But them 10 years, yeah, the shit that I've gone through and the shit that she's gone through and the highs and lows, constant. I always say, Vea, she is the most constant, consistent person in my life. Never sensed, never smelled competition, never smelled jealousy, never smelled, you know what I mean? Hatred. Just love, pure sisterhood. So whatever I've spoken about, and you feel targeted, or you feel like your friendship is targeted, I don't make the rules. The biggest lesson in this is, you do not need 10 friends. You don't need 20 friends. You don't need 30 friends. You don't need 5 friends. You just need one solid person. And you know what? A good friend is really rare to come by. Mishilija is like sah. Tonami, do you know what I mean? Like, that's my friend. I can rely on them if I need anything. I know they'll be my shoulder to cry on if anything happens. I know they're gonna celebrate my wins more than me. That's a friend. She's rude and she gives backhanded compliments because that's just how she is. She's a bitter, jealous bitch. That's what your friend is. You know what I mean? And if you feel offended by this, because I'm calling your friend a jealous bitch, I said what I said. It's easy to spot an enemy because their actions are quite straightforward. باينين. ليه ما يحملكش باين. Do you know what I mean? They're not really hard to spot. But a fake friend that disguises themselves as أنا تمامي بخش. C'est mon ami intime. Mon ami intime وطيح لي بالمعنويات تقعدي غير تهضري لي على الناس وما تسييش زعما تحسني روحك وكل ما زعما تطلع بيا تزيدي ديري لي competitions. You're not my friend. وعلاش مشتاقة صحابات؟ حتى وحدة ما مشتاقة صحابات. Remember this. It's better to be alone than to have shitty company. And I will say this until the day I go. I am the number one person who says I'd rather stay alone than have fake people, fake friends around me. معليش وعلاه نوض الصباح حتى حاجة ما تقلقني. You know what I mean? It is very important to protect your peace. I don't understand. ما فهمتش أنا وعلاش الناس تحب لا لازم الناس معايا وعلاه تحب المشاكل. The more people you have, the more problems. You know when they say more money, more problems? In my opinion, more people, more problems. If you just know one or two person, okay, that's manageable. يا أختي, you know 20 people يعيط لك هذا قال هذه قالت شي فلان قال فلان ما قالت وهذه دارت and she claimed she this. وين? I got enough problems on my own. I've got limited time here. Let me focus. I don't have time to keep gossiping. Okay? Wassalamu alaikum.